Merry meet everyone and welcome back to My Pagan Life. As always, do you like my hat? Well, actually, the first thing I was gonna ask you is if you like my glasses. They're completely new. I got them today at the time of recording this video, of course. They are round glasses for the first time ever. Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make. It's the first time I'm wearing round glasses, and this is what you'll be seeing me wear from now on. So yeah, tell me your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm personally pretty happy about it. But yeah, back to the hat. What do you guys think? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Where was I? Oh yeah, that's right. Welcome to this video, welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy to see you here. And yup, today we're talking about things I've been told as a Wiccan and my response, or you know, that kind of thing. I published a post a while back as well asking you guys what you've been told as pagans, Wiccans, witches, or all of the above, and so I've incorporated your contributions to, you know, this whole thing as well. Also, tiny disclaimer, all of this will be my personal view and opinion on stuff. Please remember that. Also, everything I'm about to say in this video is not only relevant to my identity as a Wiccan, unlike what the title of this video would suggest, it is also relevant to my identity as a pagan and a witch. It would just be really difficult to fit all of that into one title. Thank you for your understanding. With that said, of course, let's roll the intro and get to it before I lose track of everything there is to talk about in this video. Right. 1, 2, 3, go. You worship the devil, or do you worship the devil? Oh boy, raise your hands if you have heard this one a lot or you've gotten it a lot yourself. Listen, the devil, at least in this context, is actually a Christian concept. One thing you've got to understand about Wicca is that there is no devil, there exists no devil. So while you might believe that the devil exists, which is completely fine by the way, Wicca does not even have the devil or a devil figure as part of its belief system. So no, I don't worship the devil, and I don't even believe that the existence of such an entity exists. And if you still claim that I do so, you have got to give me an explanation as to how that makes sense, though I can pretty much already guarantee you my answer to you is going to be the same. Yeah, Wicca isn't real. What do you mean by that? Wicca, as a community, is real. I mean, there are thousands of practitioners out there ready to confirm that for you. Now, if you mean to say that you disagree with the teachings of Wicca, that's another story. Of course, just because I'm Wiccan and I believe what I choose to believe, you do not have to agree with my beliefs. Nor do I actually expect of you to fully, truly, deep down acknowledge my beliefs. I am prepared to accept that we can't always agree on things, and sometimes we can agree to disagree. But this will always be a question of personal beliefs. Just so you know, I'm not here to convince you that what I believe is real. Rather, I'd invite you to explore Wicca, and if you're interested in having an open-minded discussion about it, then please feel free, I am all for it. Witchcraft isn't real. This is basically the same as the previous one, except it obviously targets the practice of witchcraft, or magic, more specifically. And again, it's fine if that's what you actually believe, you know, that witchcraft isn't real, but unless you're willing to discuss it in an open-minded, you know, constructive way or fashion, why are you telling me this? Like, what are you trying to achieve? Telling me that witchcraft isn't real isn't going to make it any less real to me. Just like me telling you that witchcraft is real isn't going to make you believe that it exists. As I already said though, I'm not here to convert anybody. So there. Wiccans and or witches aren't real. Okay, what's up with all these blank aren't real all of a sudden? Trust me, Wiccans and witches are real. And no, witches from Harry Potter are not real. But I'm real, guys, and I'm a witch, so if this isn't proof enough, then I don't know what to tell you, honestly. Can you cast a spell on blank? Or Can you cast a spell to get me blank? Sometimes when people learn of your identity as a witch, they may or may not ask some witchy favors of you. Usually, they ask you if you can cast a love spell on a person they like, or they want money, and they essentially want you to wave your magic wand and make it appear right in front of them. And don't get me wrong, my intention is by no means to make fun of these people at all. Different people have different reasons for making these kinds of specific requests. But here's what I have to say on the issue. I hear you, but I'm afraid I can't do that. That's not really the way magic works. And I, as a practitioner of the craft, don't feel it's right to be casting all kinds of spells on or for people, either because it goes against my moral code, or because I'm unsure of how the spell will affect the people involved, or how the outcome will be for the people involved in the spell in some way or another. I usually only do blessing and cleansing spells for other people, mainly because it's a kind of magic that I consider to be completely harmless, but also because it's the only thing I think will be remotely helpful. I can't grant you everything you wish for, but I can give you my support. Oh, that's a Star of David. Oh, hold up a second. You mean this? No, my friend, that's a pentacle, or a pentagram as many people also like to call it. I know, it's a lot easier to see the difference between them when you actually see them side by side. The pentacle is a symbol used by a lot of Wiccans, and you'll come to find that it is a symbol that practically represents Wicca. Witchcraft and/or Wicca is evil. As a Wiccan witch myself, I wholeheartedly disagree with that. Also, could you specify a bit? Because that is a really broad statement to make, and the word evil itself alone doesn't really describe anything. Wicca and witchcraft is, at its very core, about working with nature. Where's the harm in that? God loves you. I feel like you can answer this question in one of two ways. You can A, take offense to it and say, I can't believe you just said that. How dare you? How dare you say that? I don't believe your God exists. Just go away! Or two, you can choose to not take offense to it. There's also the option not to give a dang, but yeah, that I missed that one a bit. For all I know, maybe taking offense to it every once in a while in certain situations or circumstances isn't so bad. But you know what? I will choose to not take offense to that and say thank you! I'm happy to know that your God loves me unconditionally and that he doesn't hate me, and I thank you for your concern, but I think I'm going to move on with my life now. I mean, if God really does love me, then I've got to make sure that I stay true to myself and that I can be the best that I can be. Yes! It's magic, not magic. You are right and wrong at the same time, my friend. Magic is the traditional and pop culture term that refers to fantasy and stage magic. Magic with a K, on the other hand, is a term that refers to real-life magic, the kind of magic that witches practice. Some practitioners prefer magic, plain and simple, while other practitioners, such as myself, prefer magic with a K because it is more specific, but there you have it. Anyway, I understand where you're coming from, but magic with a K is also a term, at least within the Wicca, Pagan, and witchcraft community. If you want to learn more, make sure to check out my video on the subject, which is linked in the description below. Do spells really work? To be honest, I can't be quite sure. I choose to believe that it works because I have engaged in the practice of spellcasting and it works for me. Only you can know if it works for you. I see spellcasting as a way of making changes to or improving one's own life. Some practitioners will tell you that they do work, given that you do them correctly, but I believe it has got more to do with intention and attitude rather than following some recipe and then expecting the universe to come up with something grand in response. Spells don't work. I've tried. Speaking of attitude and intention, why is the screen blurry? I don't want you to be blurry. Focus! Focus! Magic as practiced by Wiccans and witches isn't one of those things that just happens to work because you do a bunch of random gestures hoping it will result in something and then expecting it to actually give the result, the exact result that you were hoping for. Whether you cast a spell and it didn't work as planned, or you went into spellcasting not really believing it would work, only to have those suspicions be confirmed for yourself, do keep in mind that this is a matter of attitude and intention. And if that isn't something for you, then I would suggest to go out there and find something that would actually prove meaningful and useful to you. You're not really a witch though, are you? If I've told you that I'm a witch, as well as explained what that means in this scenario, then yes, I'm a witch. If you're still confused as to what it means to be a witch, please look it up. I may leave some links down below. Care to show us some tricks? Oh, I see. You must have misunderstood something. I'm a witch, not a performer. Witchcraft and stage magic are two different things. The Wiccan read is not law, it's advice. I've heard this one from other pagans. Looking at the facts, I guess you could say, I would say that I agree. Did I say that it was law? I'm sorry if that was misleading. Still though, I do believe in following the Wiccan read. I know it's not as simple as it sounds, I know, but there's still a lot of truth to it in my opinion. What do you do and or believe as a Wiccan/witch? Now that's a good question. That's the kind of question I, as a Wiccan witch, and pagan for that matter, appreciate. Thank you for being open-minded and curious. Also, do you have a moment? Because if you really want to know more about it, we might just need a little bit of extra time. And that about wraps it up for this video, guys. My muscles. Did you agree or disagree with some of the things I said? Make sure to let me know down in the comments below, and make sure to leave a like on this video. You know what, I should just do my regular outro. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos every week, I try my best, on Wicca, paganism, and witchcraft here on the channel. Yay! Yay for my pagan life! Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope to see you guys again real soon, and until next time guys, blessed be from my pagan life.